On this ride, we spent the first day traveling up to Challis, Idaho. On our way up there, we took a detour and went over to the Craters of the Moon National Monument. So we spent the first night in Challis and spent some time soaking in the Challis hot springs. The second day, we rode to St. Regis, Montana, spent the second night there. On the third day, we rode over to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and on our way to Coeur d'Alene, we took some time and went over to the Hiawatha Trail. At this point, we made some changes to our itinerary due to bad weather and ended up spending 2 nights in Coeur d'Alene. The next day, we got up and rode down to McCall, Idaho, where we spent the 5th night. The next day, we rode to Ketchum, Idaho, where we spent the last night. On the last day, we rode down to Twin Falls, Idaho, and then made another detour over to the Golden Spike National Monument on our way home. Okay, so here we are again. We're headed off on another ride. Headed this time up to northern Idaho, up through Challis, Missoula, up onto, okay, let's start over.
No, keep going.
On up to Coeur d'Alene, then come back through Mackay, Stanley, Sun Valley, and back home.
I want you all to notice the halo around Brad's head. Is that a good omen or what? Oh, no, you're messing with it. So skies are clear today. Weather looks good.
I keep moving my head because you keep moving the camera.
Oh, dang. Anyway, a little bit of smoke in the air, but we're hopeful that we're going to have clear skies. So.
Well, we're hopeful, but I know that we're going to run into some rain just because of the weather forecast, but we can deal with rain.
We've done rain.
We've done rain.
We just don't want snow.
No, we
Okay.
don't like snow.
All right, guys.
Here we go.
Stay tuned. We're in Moab, Idaho. And when you're in Idaho, you do what the Idahoans do. That's what we do. So, you can insert $10. Maybe. Okay, we're going to play Mega Millions because it gives me a $10 option. Okay, yes. Look at all the lights flashing. Now what happens? I don't know. I got a ticket. Golden ticket. Alright, taking a little break. Drinking some Monster. What flavor? Well, that was good. Nice. And a Snickers. As always, breakfast of champions.
Recording.
Most certainly is.
So today we're eating Wendy's for lunch. I got me a hamburger and I've got a spicy chicken and plenty of calories. We're halfway to Challis.
We're in Blackfoot, right?
In Blackfoot, Idaho.
Blackfoot, Idaho. Yep.
Here we go.
Still a nice, clear, sunny day. When I say clear, I mean a little hazy because of smoke. But other than that, the temperature's been good. The trip's been great so far. So, how you feeling?
Feel good. Feel really good. Now we get off the interstate. Get onto the back roads. That's better.
Yeah, but the interstate hasn't been bad.
No, it hasn't. No. Traffic's been pretty light, so
Yeah.
it's been okay. Craters of the Moon formed between about 2,000 and 15,000 years ago as a result of 8 eruptions of lava along a 52-mile-long weakness in the Earth's crust known as the Great Rift. It covers over 600 square miles and has 25 volcanic cones. Scientists predict that sometime in the next 1,000 years there will be another eruption of volcanic lava.
Alrighty, so what are we doing?
We are soaking at the Chalice Hot Springs. This water is very warm.
She said it could be up to 108 degrees.
Very, very rustic, very old.
Very rustic.
A great experience.
So rustic that I'll show you the changing room. It's got wood plank flooring. Yeah, it's just a big open room, community changing in here. But see the floor? Anyhow, it's gonna be awesome.
This feels good.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, after a long day's ride.
Yep.
Perfect. So we're at the cooler hot spring now. This one's supposed to get up to about 100 degrees. How's the water feel?
Oh, it feels very comfortable. Not nearly as soothing as the 105 or 6. It's very comfortable.
Such a beautiful setting now.
The sun at our backs again, so you can't see our faces.
That might not be such a bad thing. Oh, now I have to look into the sun.
We're leaving Chalice this morning. It's a really pretty morning. Great time in Chalice. Watching karaoke at the bar. soaking in the 105-degree hot pool, staying at a very rustic motel. I definitely wouldn't give it a 4.7 rating, which it had on.
It's 4.7 for Chalice.
For Chalice. For Chalice, yeah, it's probably is.
But we only paid in the $80 for it for the night, so we got what we paid for.
Yep.
Right? Okay, so do you remember the name of the restaurant, though, where we ate last night?
Chalice Roadhouse.
Chalice Roadhouse. So they do karaoke. They also do dance lessons if you're interested.
Saturday nights, go learn how to dance. I could use that.
Anyway. All right. Well, stay tuned for today's adventures. We only have about 270 something miles we're going today. So we stopped at a gas station in Salmon. And this is the gas station. It is quite the store. I might need some of these boots. you want, you can stand right in there, see if you fit. If the casket fits, wear it. Is that it? Alright.
Wow, pipes save lives.
Yeah. You want to play some video games? Arcade? Here we go. Man, hey.
So this is what we do when there's only one cook in the kitchen at the 406 Saloon, and so we have to wait to get some food, which is fine because it's the middle of the day. We need a rest, but
And we need to thaw out.
Nettie's gonna take a nap and thaw out. It's been a great morning though. Fun ride, a lot of fun. The Hiawatha Trail is about 15 miles long and follows an old abandoned rail line. There are 10 tunnels and 7 trestles along the trail, and the longest tunnel is 1.66 miles long. The rail line operated from about 1909 until 1980, and most of the time that it was in operation, it was not profitable.
So he's entering the second tunnel. First tunnel was just over 1.5 miles. You have to turn your light on, otherwise you're in pitch dark. We're still on the Hiawatha Trail. We've made it about 2/3 of the way, maybe a little bit more.
Probably a little more, 3/4.
And we opted in for the pack lunch, so we decided to sit on this rock right before a tunnel and eat lunch.
$12.
$12, and we get a turkey sandwich, some
And
chips,
a Rice Krispie treat.
and a Rice Krispie treat. I think they're making a profit off of this lunch. But it's so nice to be out in this beautiful mountainous terrain.
Oh, there is mayo in there. We did get this really cool bag.
We may or may not use it in the future, but it is a cool bag. Yeah.
We're in Coeur d'Alene.
Headed to dinner. This place is called Tomato Street. It's Italian.
Italian place.
Recommended to us by the woman at the hotel behind the register,
Yep.
or whatever you call it, the counter.
Check-in registration.
Check-in. Anyway, so who knows what's going to happen over the next 2 days.
It's gonna be rainy.
We may have to stay here an extra day. We're going to check out the weather tonight. We don't want to be traveling anywhere in a deluge. Anyway. Day 4. We're at Comfort Inn in Coeur d'Alene, and weather was showing heavy rain, although we have yet to see heavy rain. We see lots of clouds, but we decided to sit tight for the day, stay here, maybe just look around Coeur d'Alene, see what there is to see. Right now we're headed out while the skies are cloudy with no rain to see, what are we going to go see? I don't know.
We don't know. We're gonna go see Lake Coeur d'Alene, ride around a little bit, see what's here.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed because This wouldn't have stopped us from riding at all. But the forecast made it look like it was going to be rain. But it's okay. We'll figure out what's in Coeur d'Alene and we'll have a good time anyway.
Well, I think there's probably lots to do in Coeur d'Alene. Coeur d'Alene is a beautiful place, so an extra day here isn't such a bad thing.
Okay.
Anyway, stay
Off we
tuned
go.
for our day's adventures.
mostly cloudy today. There's going to be a storm a little ways down the road. We're hoping to get ahead of it a little bit, get a ways down. Headed to McCall today. It's going to be the coldest day. McCall is supposed to be in the high 40s today. So we are bundled up and we are ready to go.
Yes, we are. And it's early. We decided to get out of here earlier than usual to beat the storm. So We're still waking up. We just came through some intense fog. Visibility was probably 20 feet.
No, it's more than 20 feet, but 20 feet isn't very far.
And I'm sure the camera didn't hear a word of that. Not only does he speak softly and carries a big stick, but he's eating with food in it. I mean, he's talking with food in his mouth.
first battle of the Nez Perce War occurred at Whitebird Canyon in June of 1877. It started because some of the Nez Perce bands would not give up their ancestral lands and move on to reservations. It ended just a few months later in October of 1877 with the surrender of Chief Joseph.
So here we are. We are eating at the McCall Brewing Company.
Which
in
way is
McCall,
the
Idaho.
camera facing?
It's facing you.
Oh, okay. Put on my best smile.
And now, here's Nettie.
Here's Nettie. So yes, we made it to McCall. We came clear from Coeur d'Alene. The weather was overall pretty good, even though it was overcast. So Brad did a really good job threading the needle through all of those rainstorms.
We hung out in Grangeville for about 45 minutes
Yeah,
for a storm to go by.
just
So it
in a
was
gas
worth it.
station, but yes, it was worth it. So we're eating Cajun chicken. We're sharing a meal because we've eaten a lot today, and we
We've
each have
eaten a
our
lot
own.
this whole stinking trip.
Yeah, I need to go on get serious about food when I get home. So. One, two, three.
Here we are today. We are in McCall, Idaho. It's kind of foggy this morning, about 36 degrees.
Very
I think
cold.
it can hear me.
Speak up.
I'm going to start over.
No, I think you're good. Keep going.
Anyway, we're here in McCall, 36 degrees, a little wet, trying to get ahead of some construction that we heard about down the road, and in for a really great day again today. Looking forward to it.
As long as we can see the road, things will be good.
Yep.
station, I guess. What's the community called here, do you know?
Garden Valley.
Garden Valley. But anyway, I turned on the camera because I wanted to show you the cool backdrop they have here. Somebody collects. So what do y'all think? This is called Redfish Lake. And according to Brad, I've been here before.
We have been here. We have pictures. I have photographic evidence.
It was a long time ago. Luckily, the weather has cleared enough so that we can have some blue sky. Look like you've been on the road all day with a helmet.
I mean, my hair is lovely, isn't it? I look fabulous.
You look fabulous. So it's about 3:30. We're in Ketchum. We decided to go ahead and eat dinner early so that we don't have to backtrack. We're staying tonight in Haley. We've eaten at this brewery before, Sawtooth Brewery, and as we remember it, it was good. So see if it's just as good this time, right, Brad?
Yep.
So I decided it was time to choose something a little more healthy. I ordered the falafel. Last time I got the fish and chips here, and it was really good. Brad, what'd you get?
I got a bratwurst. It's huge.
Oh, it is huge. Check it out. Will you share your tots with me, Brad?
Of course I will. Please.
Thank you.
On September 8, 1974, Evel Knievel attempted to jump across the Snake River on a rocket motorcycle at Twin Falls. It's about 1,600 feet from rim to rim where he attempted the jump. Shortly after leaving the ramp, his emergency parachute deployed, and so he never did complete the jump. The Golden Spike National Historic Site is located in a very remote area north of the Great Salt Lake in Utah. It commemorates the location where the last spike of the first transcontinental railroad was driven on May 10, 1869.
We made it.
So here we are, safely home. Went about 1,700 miles in 7 days. Again, another great trip. Saw lots of new stuff, some stuff we've seen before. Had a lot of fun.
Hopefully they can hear you.
Hopefully you can hear me.
He does speak softly and carries a big stick. It was a great trip. I enjoyed every bit of it. Do you have a favorite?
Spending time with my lovely spouse. That's my favorite.
Yeah. It's a good time.
It is.
Spending time together.
It is.
That's
It's a
awesome.
lot of fun.
Being
There were a lot of things, a lot of new things, places I've never been. So it was fun.
The Hiawatha Trail was a highlight.
Yeah, for sure.
And even today, we stopped at Twin Falls. We weren't going to do that. Even though the water was being sent off diverted to the plant, to the power plant.
Yeah.
The rock and the water that was coming down the rock was still very beautiful. So there were a lot of surprises.
Yeah. The Chalice
Enjoyed.
Hot Springs were very nostalgic for me.
And they were fun,
They were fun.
very relaxing.
Yeah.
One thing we did this trip, because it was so cold, is almost every night, in fact, probably every night, we did a hot tub.
We did.
That was very
We've
relaxing.
never done that.
Yeah. So if you're out in the cold, I recommend a hot tub in the evenings. Anyway,
Awesome.
thanks for joining us. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Nope. See you next time.
See you next time.